Long queues have formed at a SASSA pay point in Mthatha in the Eastern Cape as old age grants are paid nationally. For more on this, we cross to our reporter Atule Joka, who's standing by for us. Thanks very much, Atule. Tell us what's happening where you are.
Okay. Well, greetings, Nombu. Well, we are still here in Mthatha outside a post office pay point outlet here in Mthatha. Well, things have quite changed a bit since we last spoke about an hour ago. You would remember that I was sitting down with some of the elderly who were very tired and very sickly, who were saying they are feeling weak and they are tired since they woke up very early in the morning at around 5 o'clock. But now, if you can look behind me, the chairs have been brought in. Older people are seated, and there's a social distancing in between them, so there's a bit of an improvement to what was on earlier on. But also, if we can also pan a bit to just look on the other side of this pay point, there's still quite a challenge because some people are still in a long queue. But with me, I am joined by the mayor of the OR Tambo district, Mthatha, who will explain further to me. So Dolop, we see quite a disparities here, social distancing, a clear line queue, and it's still congested. Just if you can explain to us what is happening here.
Thank you very much. The people came in big numbers early in the morning, and most of the people, they were accompanied by people who are coming with them from various areas. And the people were telling us that they were told that the payments, the increment that they were going to get, it was a once-off in a one day. We had to diffuse that because it seems as if people were not clear about the increment that they were getting. And now that the people who have told them, and we have a U-Bank, if you can see, because the U-Bank is also assisting them to get the grant. There is no charge that a person is going to get when he is getting his money or she is getting his money from a U-Bank ATM. So we had to tell them that, and also to tell them that even if you come tomorrow, you will get your money as it is. The people, we had to say that the people who are coming for child support grant, they must get out of the line, because we have said for today it's for the elderly and the disabled people who are getting those grants.
Okay, so Dolopi, your efforts are commendable at this particular juncture. What we have tried to diffuse the situation, it is very commendable. But also, how are you looking to maintain this going forward? Because in the morning it was quite sad scenes that elderly people had to sit down because they woke up very early in the morning to try and get access their payments.
You know, I was saying that we need to close this street. We had to close the street specifically for the people for the old age grant and disability grant. And also we are saying that next time also, if it's a payout of a grant, we need to look at the ID card of the people. For old age, you get in. If you are not, you are accompanying, you will put you outside. Otherwise, the people, they came with grandchildren, they came with their aunties for this payout, because they are also afraid of the tsotsis.
Okay. I understand also you have people with disabilities, or those who are afraid. You also had a special program for them again?
We have a special program because our lines are two. They're divided into two. We have the old age, then we have the disability. All in having their queues, they get in the same time. If old age people are getting, also the people with disabilities who are coming for their grant, they're getting in the post office. But if you're looking around Mthatha, you go to FNB APSA, it's full.
Okay. And also from here, they'll be moving to particular retailers to get their food as well. How are you looking to make sure that the lines there they choose are also manageable?
We've put volunteers there to look at the lines. For instance, at Jimmy, we've demarcated that area. People who are getting to Jimmy, they have their own queue, and the people who are coming from another area, they're walking there at the extreme of the line. So we're looking at those. We've gone to all the supermarkets around Mthatha, talking with in fact, we had discussion with the managers. And now we're looking at the social distance in particular that is not being observed by the people. So we've said that we want their own security, especially in the shop, to look at the lines outside, not inside now, outside, because that's where the people are congested. Thank you.
And also, Dr. Delobo, you once mentioned that people come from afar, even as far as outside this particular district municipality to come here. It seems like somehow you are fighting a sort of a losing battle, because people are still always flocking Mthatha, because if you go to these shops, still people are in high numbers. They are congregating here in explorable numbers. How are you going to make sure that you enforce this going forward?
You have people that are coming as far as Krisani and Ngobo, for instance. If you can look at the queues, some of them, they said they came with the kumbis. They've arranged those kumbis at 3 o'clock to come here. You cannot run away from Mthatha. Is the economic hub where most of the people, they flock here. They know that if you come to Mthatha, you'll get everything. We're trying even with the security cluster to say that we need to be strict. But you can't chase away a person who is saying that I'm already here at Mthatha, because we know, because of unemployment and poverty, that's what makes our people to come here in big numbers.
Still, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Well, that was Mama Thokozile Kanyile, OR Tambo District Executive Mayor, detailing to us, outlining today's program, saying, of course, they've tried to mitigate these long queues here by making sure they provide chairs for the people, and also they've deployed volunteers in some of those retail shops around in Mthatha area as well. And also she did mention last month that people come as far as other districts to come and shop here, something that they need to deal with. She's saying they might even consult with the security cluster in order to make sure that they address some of those matters, because Mthatha, as its own, it houses KSD municipality, which has over 200,000 people, and also in the district that was declared as this one of the poorest regions in this province. So there was quite a lot of dynamics that are playing out here in Mthatha, because despite these concerted efforts to try and mitigate this, but it seems that this is still prevalent, still going on. If we may go to the shops, we might find another different story, but I might tell you that they have tried to make sure that these queues are managed here. People are maintaining social distance, are seated well now, but we will cross to you as during the course of the day, Nombu.
Thanks very much, Atule, for that report. Taxi